Hello, everybody. Welcome to White Guys Podcast, where white guys talk about white guy things. I'm Kuba.
That's Kuba. I'm Doyle.
That's Kuba, and
That's
that's
Kuba.
Doyle.
Hold on. That's Kuba. I heard that. Okay.
We're
We're,
both Kuba.
we're about Kuba.
Everyone's Kuba.
That's the Kuba episode. Now, listen, I know what we titled last week's episode, but this is the Minecraft movie episode.
I like.
I
I
just
like the
got
Minecraft
back.
movie. Okay,
I just got
I'm
back.
curious about your thoughts first because you've heard some of my thoughts on it.
I have.
I want to know what
Off
you
camera,
thought.
I've heard your thoughts because you went after the last episode. I just got back. I went with our dear friend Anthony, who's been 2 or 3 episodes of the show. That one. And I want to say that this is probably peak fiction. Holy fucking shit! I enjoyed every single fucking moment of this. I'm not even doing a bit here.
Yes,
this is
bro.
objectively a bad movie. I'll say this right now. It is terrible. The green screens are awful. The CG is fucked in places. The acting is clearly phoned in, but they know that. They knew damn well what this was.
It's just fun.
It was so
I
much
just had.
fun.
It's so unbelievably fucking fun. Thank you.
I
Holy shit.
had a fucking great time watching this movie, and like it helped. I'll say this now: if I watched this movie alone in my bedroom, like I normally watch movies, I would fucking hate it. But the theater experience for this movie is fucking mind blowing.
Was it still good?
Yes. Okay. We're filming this on what? It's Thursday. It was a pretty shit showing, but there was still like a bunch of some kids came in, like a group of kids, and fucking they were at the front. They were every single time that they said something from Minecraft, everyone in the theater, including me, Flint and Steel, all of us. And then like obviously chicken jockey, people started throwing shit at the screen. I didn't do that. I didn't really participate in that. I think that's kind of rude. But holy fucking shit, it was an unreal showing.
Dude, it's the best theater experience you can see for a movie, the Minecraft movie.
It's the best
any other movie.
Yes. No, Endgame was the last time this happened. Fucking Endgame. And Minecraft movie just came and did it. We didn't need 20 years of build up. We just got Jack Black saying Flint and Steel.
Jack Black and Jason Momoa having a gay bromance.
And
That's all we needed.
That's another thing I'll say is I think. Oh, by the way, I should put this. I was going to say this earlier. If you actually want to see the Minecraft movie and you actually don't want to like get spoiled, we're gonna spoil the fucking movie.
We're gonna.
If you really care about spoilers for the Minecraft movie, but you probably shouldn't watch this then.
It's also the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, it's like, the Minecraft.
It's not gonna give you some shocking revelations, but dude, I was
in love with I think it took a little long to get to the Minecraft part, but the moment they get in there, it is nonstop, just fucking fun.
Even before that, I think the character setups for his dog shows, honestly, most of the main cast.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I just kind of wish it got the Minecraft thing faster.
Yeah, what I will say, dude, my theater experience as well. So our guest from last episode, Riley and I went. We went with a whole group. Yeah, no shit. We made that pretty
that was the entire episode.
It was just us literally booking the Minecraft movie.
It's really funny.
On the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, we came in full suits, and not just that.
I wanted to do that.
Oh my god. We had 7 people. All of us were like fitted out. All of us were in like black, basically concert black. It was awesome. And we also brought a suitcase with us. And this old couple approached us. We were waiting in line for the snacks because we were in awe at how expensive the Minecraft couple was.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold anything either. But we went the day like we could see it, like the day it came out, April 4th, right? They were already out of the creeper cups. They completely sold out.
They didn't have any where we were either.
No, it was insane. And so, like, I don't know, they were figuring that out. I didn't care for it. So me and Riley, we were approached by this old couple. And they were like, "Excuse me, are you guys staff members?" Because we were all like suited up, and he had the suitcase. Oh no! Don't worry, we're part of the CIA. Honestly, he's like, I don't believe that. But I don't know. I don't think you guys are staff members based on what I'm seeing. Yeah, we're not. We're part of the CIA.
Yeah, like what part of that was confusing to you? That's a good bit.
We just keep going, and she like asks us what movie we're going to see, and we're just like, Riley and I just look at each other like really smugly, and we're like, "It's classified."
That's a good bit. I'd love to do that.
That's a really good bit. The couple was great about it too.
Classic. I talk about. That's a weird that even came and talked to you. Well, it's a little interactions like that are really fun.
That's what makes like doing dumb shit magical. There were other like groups also in like suits. Like there was a lot of people suiting up for the movie.
I was gonna dress up as Steve because it's pretty easy. Blue shirt, jeans, and fucking brown shoes. But I couldn't find my fucking blue shirt, so I said fuck it.
That's fair.
So whatever, I just went. Uh,
Yeah, I'm like amazed we managed to organize it as well as we did.
yeah, no, I
Like,
mean, dude, it's hard enough for me to get like one guy to go with me. Mostly because all my friends are fucking broke, but like let's get into that.
oh, most of my friends are here are musicians.
Yeah,
It's not much better. It's just musicians go into debt when they're broke.
that's true.
Most sane people don't.
But
Um,
I'll talk. Let's talk about the movie because I want to say I really thought I would hate Jason Momoa's character, but he was an
he's the
absolute
best.
highlight.
He's the best character in the movie.
It was
I'm
he
not.
was
I'm not.
fucking
I'm gonna die on
hilarious.
this hill.
Yeah, no, he was my favorite part as well. And dude, I relate to him on a spiritual. When he tried to spin kick that door, that's me, dude. He's me. That's my spirit animal. I'm a Garrett.
Dude, my girlfriend in the movie theater saw there was a scene, first of all, I'll preface, where Steve and Garrett, so Jason Momoa and Jack Black, have to share an elytra to
Yes,
like jump off of a
they,
mountain basically as they're being
and they have to
chased.
go through a hole, so they do like the man witch. They call it.
Yeah, they do a man, which that's an apt way of describing it. In
That's what they
reality, it's like a bro full 69,
yeah,
let's
it was a
call it.
69, but they weren't sucking each other off.
They weren't sucking each other off. They were bros about it. And my girlfriend saw it and she was like, "Oh my god, Kuba, this is just like you and Doyle."
That's exactly what I was thinking too. I was sitting there I'm like, holy shit, yeah, Kuba and I would do that,
We would do
100%.
that.
We would find ourselves in that scenario and we'd end up doing that.
We would end up doing that. It's like
Oh
actually
my
us core. That's
God.
white guys core.
That was White Gun's core. Like, yeah, even our little stick figure characters here. That's funny.
It's so
But we,
it's so perfect for it.
that
And
was
I just thought it was
100%
hilarious,
yes.
but also that scene was and going off of that. Okay, this is gonna sound weird after just comparing them to us, but then at that scene at the end of the movie, Jack Black and Jason Momoa have this moment where they're like bros. They realize their rivalry led to like this great, fulfilling friendship,
Yeah.
and the entire cinema was just screaming, "Kiss, kiss, kiss,
Yeah,
kiss!"
I was just like that. It wasn't kiss, but like, there was one guy yelled, "Fuck!" No. Everyone thought they were going to get together. It'd be like a gay thing, but it didn't.
They
Uh,
did. Everyone thought that in my theater too.
I was really bummed out when General Chungus died.
Me too, but
He grew on
oh,
me really quickly.
okay, the ball, I didn't think they could successfully make me laugh at Chungus in a massive corporate movie.
Yeah, no, I didn't think they could either.
Even though I still say it constantly every day, the fact they called a guy General Chungus just completely blindsided me. I'm
No,
sorry.
yeah, no, I agree. I really didn't think they'd actually do it, but they did. They sure did. Uh, but fuck,
And he's a highlight.
he's a highlight.
He's
He really
actually
is. I think they kill him off too early. I would have loved
yeah.
him to show up at the end and Garrett gets the rematch. Should have let the man have it on the bridge even.
Yeah, honestly,
They
me
should have
too. I
let
agree
him
with
come
that.
back. They brought the fucking big Hoglin guy back. Also that's the only thing I was even a little disappointed about is that there's only one cave sequence in the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, for a
In the
game about
Minecraft.
mining and
Yeah,
crafting.
there's only one. It was a great moment. It was fun. I had a great time. But yeah, I felt like we they even got the Woodland Mansion in there. Couldn't they have went to the mines to find the fucking thing?
Yeah, I agree. Like, why the Woodland Mansion?
That
It's
was
such
such
an
a
oddly
weird thing to put in
specific.
there.
And then there's like, okay, I can understand. First of all, this movie made like 300 million at the box office all immediately off
Yes.
the rip, which is fucking bonkers. They're definitely making a sequel.
Uh huh.
But
Did
I
you see the
am
post credit
kind
scene?
of, huh?
Did you see the post credit scene? Did you wait for that?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I saw
okay.
the
Well, you did
post-credit
see it.
scene.
Okay, okay. Because like it's very clear what they're doing. So it's
Yeah,
very clear where they're
yeah.
going with it. We'll talk about
There's
that in a
gonna be a
bit.
sequel. There's no
Yeah,
way there's not. But
and I will watch it again.
I am going to watch it for sure. I am disappointed at the lack of representation for stuff like the end.
Well, definitely saving
Um,
that.
they're saving that, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if they actually anticipated to do this well. I don't know if they were anticipating for it to
They
be
fucking knew
series.
what they were doing when they paid Jason Momoa's contract. They knew what the fuck they were doing.
I heard somewhere that he was like also a director for it, but I'm
Jason
not sure how
Momoa?
accurate
I
that
think he may have
is.
been a producer. Jack Black is definitely a producer.
Producer, maybe it was producer, not
Yeah,
director. Sorry,
he probably was.
yeah,
He probably
but
really I know Jack Black 100% was like, I want to be fucking Steve. My kids love this shit. Uh,
oh my god, I saw some pretentious journalists talking about how terrible the movie is and how it's
fuck them.
absolutely not with anyone's time because
Okay.
it's bad and yeah. You know how journalists are. And then like one of the things they were saying was like, "Oh, Steve was supposed to be this I forget who it was, this other guy." And we would have had such a better representation. Imagine if we had this professional actor instead of Jack Black. It's like, no, the
Fuck
reason
off.
Jack Black works is because, first of all, he already likes Minecraft.
Mhm.
He's kind of a bit of a gamer to some extent.
Yeah,
Like he
he
actually does play
definitely he's
video
played
games
the
and enjoys
game.
them.
He's played the game, which is more than I can say for most people, except for like Henry
Yeah,
Cavill. Henry Cavill should have been Steve. Actually, I'll take it back.
Henry Cavill would have been a crazy
Yeah,
Steve.
and especially if he was exactly like Jack Black and he acted crazy like that. That'd
Oh, that
actually
would
be
have been
great.
hilarious.
Guys, you missed. Okay, remake the entire movie. Do it again.
One
Imagine
more
Henry
time,
Cavill turns to camera. I am Steve.
Steve. No, no, no. It'll be even better. Uh, if they for the sequel just recast as Henry
I
Cavill,
just don't
and
mention
then
it.
they just play it off as like, oh, I just went to the gym.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh yeah, guys, this worked out for a bit. Oh, easy. I stopped building buildings and I built these muscles.
Yes,
Uh,
bro.
but fuck, dude, I don't even know what else to talk about because the movie is pretty fucking straightforward. But every single
I
moment
love
in that
it.
movie, it's I really didn't think a huge corporate movie would get me. I was expecting to fucking hate every second. Art is dead and we killed it, but the movie's fun.
No, because that movie is by all means, to some extent, what art should be. Is just people doing shit.
I know.
It's not overly thought out. They just did stuff.
I know.
Just,
But it's fucking a corporation doing it. It's like the next thing you know, get the AI Minecraft movie. God. That's what I'm titling the video, by the way. It'd be Art is dead and we killed it. And in brackets, I love the Minecraft movie, by the way.
yes,
That's the
bro.
title of the video. I've already decided.
That's what it's all about.
God, I just hate that I
No,
love that movie so much.
no, I loved it. I loved it. It was the best theater experience I think I've ever had. And
Yeah.
we had 2 standing ovations. 2.
Yes, we had a handful. When fucking Steve was singing the Dennis song at the end, everybody got up and started clapping. Well, like a handful of people. I was about to do it, and I was like, "No, I don't want to do this. It feels awkward." But man,
No, me and
everyone
Riley
was clapping.
started the chicken jockey standing ovation at our theater.
Oh my god, no! Our chicken jockey was fucking insane, and people playing with their
Dude.
phones. They knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, I felt admittedly I don't respect this. I felt the popcorn being thrown at the back
Yes,
of my head
I.
when it happened.
It didn't hit me at all, but I saw the kids. No one in front of us did it, but there were kids behind us that did it, and like I think they stopped
Mm,
when they realized no one else was doing it.
because
That's
it was
taking a little.
cool.
It's one thing to cheer and clap your hands, which some theaters don't even like, but it's another thing to actually just make a mess for the sake of making a mess. Like fuck off.
Yeah, even then theaters kind of understood what they're getting themselves into with this movie, that this is gonna be a massive shitpost, especially after stuff like the Minions movie.
Yep.
There's some other examples probably. The FNAF one wasn't actually that good. It had some
I
moments where
think people
people
still
did stuff like
generally
that.
respected the theater. It's because they didn't fucking. Okay, I'll tell you right now. If the FNAF movie came out, it was just the characters saying shit from I know he actually did say that in the movie, but if it's just coming in, they start saying shit like from the movie, like from the games. It's like if Phone Guy was there and they went hello, hello, yeah, people would start throwing shit. You
Yeah.
say iconic FNAF lines.
Yeah, like that's what happens.
Mm.
And I think theaters understand that, but there is a thin
But
line.
actually,
the-
now we're on the topic of FNAF. Did you see the trailer for the sequel?
I didn't watch it because I don't like watching trailers, but
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
I'm aware of its existence, and
It
I-
surprises me because it looks to be a fucking straight up direct sequel, even though the game's a prequel. So we'll see how that works out. I don't understand it, but we'll figure it out.
to be fair, it wouldn't make sense already with what they set up in FNAF 1.
No, yeah, they completely changed everything.
So it doesn't
But-
matter really
yeah,
at this
But
point.
once
There's
again,
canon.
I'm really impressed by the animatronics looking exactly like they do in the fucking games.
They're so fucking
Yeah.
good.
They're
Whoever you get,
it's the guys who
for,
make the
like,
Muppets.
is it the guys who make?
Yeah,
the
I'm like not even
Muppets?
fucking you. It was like the Muppet Studio. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I swear to God, it is. At least in the first movie, it was. And that's why they look so fucking good. You get the Muppet guys to do it.
Yeah. Or
Imagine
it
Jim
actually
Henson
just-
himself making Freddy Fazbear.
making Freddy fat. Imagine seeing him designing Toy Chica's fat fucking cheeks and busty
Oh my
curves,
God,
bro.
Jim Henson would do some horrible things to that ass. Big Bird X Toy Chica. Hello.
Wait.
Yeah, Muppets X. Dude, I want to see Elmo survive Five Nights at Freddy's. But fuck. Okay, so post credit scene is where I want to get to.
The post credit scene for the Minecraft
Yes,
movie?
yeah, not FNAF. We're going back to Minecraft movie for
Yeah,
another
yeah,
minute.
okay,
Yeah, we're
thank
good.
you,
Yeah,
thank you.
but
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you
Okay,
want to say?
say your
I was
stuff.
just gonna
Say off
explain the
as well, like,
scene. I was gonna explain
yeah,
the scene.
explain the scene.
So Jack Black goes back to his home in the human world, the normal world, and a new person's moved in, obviously, because he's been gone for like 10 fucking years. And it's fucking Alex from Minecraft. So I kind of hope the sequel is. And by the way, they allude to a chest in the attic, which probably has like, I don't know, like a wither skull or something. Be kind of neat. But the sequel, I kind of hope it's just Alex and Steve in like a Shrek and Fiona type relationship in the overworld with Dennis as Donkey.
Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis is Donkey. But I kind of hope it's just those two. I really don't. As much as I love Garrett and all that, you really could just make a movie with just those two. I don't. I don't
You
really
could.
think you need a
I
subplot.
loved Garrett
I
though.
love Garrett. I fucking
wouldn't.
loved him,
I
but
wouldn't take away their dynamic.
mm.
That was one of the main things that made the movies entertaining. It did for me. The plotline with the other three members of the main
The two
cast,
girls and Dennis, they just got written out of the plot for half the movie.
the three girls, it was two. This is
That's
the
a
point.
two.
It was two girls
And
and a
Dennis.
kid.
Yeah, two
Wait,
girls
was
just
his
got
name
written out.
Dennis?
Dennis and the dog.
No, not the
Henry,
dog.
Hank, whatever his name. Fucking
The
Garrett calls him
kid.
Hank, but I swear to God, his name was Henry.
The, was the little kid's name Henry?
I think it's Henry, but Garrett calls him Hank. That shows you how much I do not care about any of the other cast members except for Garrett. I don't even
Yeah.
remember the black chick's name.
No, I don't either.
Yeah,
I do
she
not
was
for the
pretty
life of me.
irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. She was just there for the diversity quota. I'm just gonna say it.
Her and the kid's sister had no reason to be in the movie, honestly.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they contributed nothing.
They
It's like
disappear for half the movie.
I understand the kid's purpose as like more of an audience surrogate. Apparently,
Mm.
he's also meant to represent the modding community with like how much of a tinkerer he is, which is
Yeah,
interesting. I don't know how accurate that is, but I
I'm
could
sure
see
it
it.
is. I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
that's where
makes
it's
a lot
supposed
of
to be.
sense.
And actually, I thought that was a creative way about going about the non Minecraft stuff, like the potato gun. That he used stuff from the real world that he brought in. I thought that was a creative way of doing it. That's
That's
clever.
really smart. I agree. I really like that.
Yeah,
I thought that
thought
was fucking
cool.
awesome.
That's a good way of saying like, okay, we know this isn't in the game. Here's how this works. He brought like a battery and like a tater tot in. Like that was just neat. It was cool.
And that really does apply to honestly basically how modding
Yeah, it
really
does.
applies to Minecraft. It's like you take elements from the real world, or like from other things that you've seen, maybe other fiction. Okay, slap that in here.
Yeah, precisely. I
It's
thought it was
charming.
I thought it was creative. I thought it was unique, and it was a good surrogate for that. But yeah, Nicole and the other chick that did not need to be there.
Also, bro, the Technoblade reference.
Yes, that was also
Oh my
everyone in my
God.
theater shut up for that one. No one was cheering for that, but we all respected it.
No, we had we had people screaming Technoblade
Yeah.
never dies.
Everyone loved that. Apparently that wasn't even going to be in the movie, but the main kid asked for it because he was a fan of Technoblade.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
That's
that was in the
awesome.
movie
Props
because the
to
kid
them.
asked for it, and they said sure, why not? And again, that just shows that they had a lot of fun making this fucking movie. They were like,
They did.
They know it's stupid.
One you know the stupidest thing I heard?
What?
Take this with a grain of salt, but apparently there was a leak for the credits because they fucked them up or something, and they were going to put revenge in the credits.
Oh my
the
fucking
movie.
God, that must be fake. There's no goddamn
It
way.
has to be
I'm
fake, there's
actually
no
really
way.
disappointed he didn't go, oh man, when Garrett turned and saw the creeper. Like, oh man, I'm sorry I
like the
hit
joke they
you.
went for, but yeah.
My God, the one they went for. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Boom. That was really funny too. That should have killed him, but Garrett should.
No,
Have
Garrett's built diff.
But
He's the garbage man.
yeah, he's a garbage man. Fucking incredible. Also, his fight on the bridge. Guys, seriously, just watch this movie for Jason Momoa. He literally, him and Jack Black, they actually carry it. Any scene where they're on screen together is incredible, and that the chicken jockey scene, aside from the memes, is actually like one of the most fun moments in the movie.
It's so fun.
It's so fun.
Chicken jockey.
I don't know why he even had to say that.
He did it.
Yeah, like, this is one of those things. There was like no direction for it either. Chicken jockey.
It's literally just one of those moments where I swear to God, they just sat there. It's like when you're chilling with your friends and you're like thinking of doing something stupid that you think will go viral. Like, guys, record this.
Yeah,
And they just did that with Jack Black. That's literally what it feels like.
Yeah, I have no idea why. Hey, boss, director man, it says that my line is chicken jockey, and what? Yeah, you have to say it like you've never fucking like you've seen a million times. You named it, and you're bragging about it. Okay, like I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. Also, why did the pillagers have a fucking underground fight club?
You wouldn't get it, bro.
I don't. That's all I'm asking. And they just like walk out after they just run out. Like they escape with no issue whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no resistance after that. It's really okay, that happened.
Yeah, it's just such a
Awesome.
yeah. This movie does that a lot, where it's like shit happens. Also, how the fuck did they get back to the village so quickly after getting the quest done? It took them all like a whole day or whatever. They just got back to a village. Guys, I know how far out those woodland mansions are.
Yeah, it's a didn't
Mhm.
they was it the couldn't you, like there was a whole minecart system they had. You could argue it was that
Maybe
thing, the
the one that
underground
blew up,
minecart system. Yeah, that one.
the one that exploded and probably couldn't be used again. The one with in
You
the creeper farm that went boom.
you wouldn't get it. You
No,
truly would not get it.
but fucking absolute peak. Oh, there was a kaiju fight in there with the fucking iron golem and the hoglin guy. That was fun. It's a fun
Sorry,
movie.
which
Seriously,
one?
what the ending fight with the Iron Giant and the
Oh, that felt like yeah,
I know
that
it's the
felt
Iron
like something
Golem,
out of
but
Pacific Rim, dog.
yeah,
What
that
the
was
hell?
fucking sick. I don't know where that came from.
Also, it's such a small thing, but I love the whole like how petty the main villain is, and I love it when villains truly are just as petty and villainous as they're supposed to be. Because the main fucking villain after defeat just keeps trying to stab
Yes,
Jack
yes.
Black over and over again
He knows about
pathetically,
it too. He keeps It's like they've known each other for fucking years at this point, and he's so used to her bullshit.
which is actually fair because
Yeah,
that is the case.
yeah. It's just really funny. It's such a good villain dynamic. I loved it.
I
Uh,
really loved it, even
yeah,
though I think the main villain's pretty weak
yeah.
overall.
I
Otherwise, it's
genuinely
definitely
think General Trungus is better.
General Chungus was so much better
Mhm.
as like if they gave him more of a focus as the villain,
Yeah.
she was just I mean, even though she's the big bad, she's really just the driving force for it.
Yeah, I really do think she was a lame ass villain in the grand scheme of things. Like she really didn't add much. But also, it's pretty hard to have a villain in a fucking Minecraft movie,
They
right?
have two. There's the Ender Dragon and
Okay,
there's
the
the
Ender
Wither.
Dragon really isn't that intelligent. I don't think. I really thought they'd bring the Wither in when they said they were building something. I
Yeah, me
genuinely thought
too.
they were gonna bring the Wither in. I'm like, oh, they're fucked. That's crazy. Would have
That
been
would have been
cool.
awesome though
I
to
would
see
have
the
loved
Wither
to
on
see
the
the
big
Wither
screen.
in the 3D era.
I would have. I hear so many people like begging them to do the Wither Storm from Minecraft Story Mode
They probably
as
would.
ridiculous. Huh?
They probably would.
It would I think it's a little too ridiculous. I don't know if they'd go all the way for it because I feel like the Wither Storm is slightly more niche Minecraft knowledge.
Dude, they made a fucking potato gun. It's fine.
That's true.
It's I don't think they care that much.
It ain't that
Just imagining
serious.
Jack Black go, "Oh, the Wither," and I was
A
like,
Wither.
"The Wither." Fucking Christ! I don't
No,
really
I
have too
loved
much
it.
more to say about the movie other than go watch it because it was seriously incredible.
Yeah, like the amount of scenes we could describe shows just how much fun we had
Yeah,
with it.
and we don't know any of the fun characters' names except Garrett.
except Garrett and
Yeah,
fucking Steve.
Steve. Obviously, Steve. Okay, that was pretty hard to fuck up. But actually, let's talk about one more thing about the movie: the subplot with the villager.
Yeah. Did you notice that Jeb was the waiter during that date?
Yeah, okay. I pointed out. I said to my friend, it looks like one of our other friends' fathers. Jeb does, and then I realized, wait a minute.
Yeah, they had him in the movie.
Yeah,
It's like their version of the Mad Patch scene from the FNAF movie, basically. It's
yeah.
they literally did the same thing, and the fact that that's where they put the like Finnish Swedish joke is perfect as well. It's the best joke in the movie if
Yeah,
you're
dude.
talking pure
Primac,
wittiness.
Primac fucking lost it there. Oh my
It's
god.
it's so good because it's got so many layers. It's actually a smart joke for the context.
Yeah,
It's so bad
it
though.
was so funny because Primac was like, dude, that's the first fucking good joke in the movie. I'm like, shut up and have fun. He kind of lost it that bit, but
For all the two people watching, I'm gonna say the joke in its entirety
yeah,
because it's
sure.
really fucking
Here, I'll
funny.
be the villager.
Basically, yeah, basically the principal
Played by
goes
Jennifer
on a day
Coolidge.
with the villager, and with a villager that manages to sneak into the real world, and then Jeb walks in and asks, "Are you guys finished?"
And I go, hmm. You want to say?
And
You
then the
want to say the?
principal goes, "No, I think he's Swedish."
It is hard cuts away. It just ends the scene.
It
They
just
don't
ends the
dwell
scene.
on it at all. They just move on.
That's all it is.
Oh my god, it's so fucking peak. Jennifer Coolidge was also unhinged in that movie. The first thing she does is start talking about her divorce.
Yeah, there's also a surprising amount of innuendo. I completely forgot
She
about
she
most of
was
it.
fucking that villager, dude.
Oh, she was so fucking that villager. And then the fact that at the end, like, even though it's the most corny ass thing, the fact that the villager actually could speak like proper English
And she could speak
was
Villagernese.
yeah, she could speak villagernese.
I
Like
don't know
what?
if that's what's actually called. But
Wait, is it
I
actually?
have no idea what's actually called. It could be. I think they said. I actually, unironically, if I remember correctly, think they said testificate or something, which is like a reference to the villagers' actual names.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also, I'm not sure if you noticed, this is interesting that he was actually a nitwit villager. I noticed that, which means he's the green coat guys who can't get jobs. That's just a little, I don't know if that means anything, but that he was a nitwit villager.
This means she's gonna be the financial dom in the relationship.
Yeah, but he learned a whole fucking new language for us, and you know what? Good for them. Oh
Yeah,
my god, I'm
it
so
seems
sorry
like
I
they'll
hit
be
you with my
happy.
Jeep Grand Cherokee. Was that like sponsored? Like, why would you say that?
Yeah, it was so specific.
Just, God, she was funny. But yeah, that movie's incredible. We spent the past 26 minutes gushing about it. So if you haven't and you're watching this, first of all, sorry, movie got spoiled. But please watch the Minecraft movie. Get
Please
friends
watch the
together
Minecraft movie.
and just have fun.
It's so good with friends. It's
Just
here's the that's the thing. Like, I guess I'll try to trail out this away from that topic. Is like those kind of movies, journalists and some other people as well just don't really realize the whole point is just to take the piss away at it and laugh, like with a bunch of people. You're not supposed to take it seriously. You're not supposed to look between the lines. You watch it for what it is. Don't go into metal music expecting to fall like use it to calm yourself and fall asleep to it, you know?
I mean, like exactly. I think yeah, beer. But it's different. This like I wouldn't call this movie cinema. I don't know what you want to describe it, but it's a blockbuster movie. It's no different than Mission Impossible. I don't think anyone's going to go out there and tell you Mission Impossible is the best fucking movie ever made. It makes you feel real human
Yeah.
emotion. It's fine. There's a
You
difference.
watch it because you watch Mission Impossible because ooh, cool explosions. Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm watching a Minecraft movie because Jack Black's fucking hilarious.
That's all
So
it's about. That's like that's it.
you don't need to look at and Marvel gets a lot of shit for it, and they rightfully do because they pump out like 8 movies a year. But like not every movie has to be this groundbreaking fucking like emotional. It doesn't need to wreck you.
Mhm.
I mean, I like The Lighthouse is a fucking great movie. It's how Willem Dafoe in it. Very sad, black and white movie, very artistic. I'm not gonna bring that up at a party and say, everyone, let's fucking watch The Lighthouse. You know, I'm not gonna let's watch the fucking Irishman, that 3 hour fucking slog of a movie. Great movies, like from the cinema perspective, but they're not exactly fun to watch half the time.
Yeah, most of the time when you put on a movie, you're putting something on because, like, unless you're into movies, if you in a group setting, you just want to put on
Mm.
something fun.
Yeah,
That's when you put on your like Sonic movies, your Mario movies. I know there's all video game examples,
yeah.
but that's
That's
generally
what we've
where
been
those kind of
watching.
movies tend to be
And I
leaning
want to say
towards.
Mario movie was fucking great, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was fucking peak as well. So right now we're
Yes,
actually on a roll.
we're on a crazy roll with Minecraft movies
Yeah.
or video game movies.
Specifically Minecraft movies.
Well, it's not inaccurate.
But yeah, so that's what I mean by like when I say objectively, I wouldn't say this is a good movie. But did I have fun? Was it worth the money? Yeah, fucking of course. Not everything has to be so groundbreaking. Not everything has to fucking break you.
Not
It's fine.
everything has to change my perspective on life, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's sometimes I have a rough week at work and I just want to have a good time. It's no different than going to a fucking amusement park.
Yeah,
Just chill
it's
out.
like sometimes Doyle and I, like the two of us, we just watch shitty movies. Why? You can take
'Cause
the
it's
piss out of
fun.
them. It's fun.
Fuck, I remember
Admittedly,
we
a lot
watched
of them are a lot
Velocipaster.
more of a slog than the movies we're describing, but
Oh yeah, sometimes we watch some really bad shit, but we just whatever. It's
yeah.
about the pride, you know. I watched I was gonna make a whole video on it at one point. It was a movie called Death Ship, and it's because the fucking it was an old '80s horror movie or whatever. The actual picture for it, like the box art, looked fucking sick. That movie was boring and terrible, but the premise sounds so cool. It's like a bunch of people from a cruise ship get stuck on like an abandoned haunted Nazi vessel in World War II.
That's
The ship is trying to kill them like fucking Monster House. It's really cool, but the movie itself was boring and it was terrible. Would not recommend Death
Yeah,
Ship.
yeah, because that sounds like a really good concept for like a thriller. That sounds
It
awesome.
should
That
have been
sounds like
really fun. It just wasn't. It should have been really good. I think there's one
damn.
scene where they walk into a room that just has like pictures of Adolf, like a shrine to Adolf Hitler or something.
This is so funny you say this because I
Do
was
you
gonna
have one
bring
of
up a
those?
I want what? Yes, of course. No, I do not.
Now we get. Yeah, I'm glad. Good. Now I get to put Adolf Hitler in the tags of the video.
Yes, bro. That's how you get the clicks.
Officially, a Minecraft
But,
movie and Hitler. How those things correlate?
probably somewhere.
A
They
lot of people.
Minecraft's big enough. There's probably
There's 100% Nazis that play Minecraft.
representation. But I wanted to bring up, have you heard of Megalopolis?
Yes. Brandon
I
challenged me to watch that movie, and I don't think I can.
I watched it with Kyle, with our buddy Kyle.
Oh, you actually went and watched it. Fuck, I
Yeah,
need
we
to I need
watched
to catch up then. Fuck. I'm probably not gonna watch it. I'm probably
Oh
not
my
watch it.
god.
I don't have time.
It's so bad. It's comically bad. And the thing that really sells it for me is that it was directed and written by the guy who made The Godfather.
Ah.
And this is what I don't even know where to start. The movie's such a confusing mess. It reeks of pretentiousness
Yes.
at every turn. It's so insane. And my favorite part is at the climax of the movie, you don't even know what the fuck's going on at this point. But the main character is giving a speech, and all of a sudden, it just randomly flashes pictures of Adolf Hitler giving speeches. I'm not even joking. I'm not making
Now
this up.
I'm gonna have to Google this after because this sounds ridiculous.
I'm not even making. It's just him. It's not.
Guys, it's him. Chat, it's him.
We lost it. We couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe our eyes when we saw it. It was insane.
Oh my god. I had to get Brandon and we'll watch it. We'll catch up because there's no fucking way this movie's real.
It's-
I knew it was pretentious though. I knew it was pretentious before you like that's it's called Megalopolis. Like, it's gonna be fucking pretentious.
Yeah, of course. But no, it's hard to stomach through. It's a slog.
Is it really that bad? How long is it? 2 hours?
About it's
Fuck.
2.5, I think.
I don't know if I'll ever get
Oh.
to it. I just don't have enough time in my day to watch 2-hour shit pieces anymore. Fuck, actually, I haven't watched anything really fun recently. But Brandon, I'm going to talk about Brandon for a second, because he's been getting into fights with people on Discord servers about Castlevania.
About the new anime?
about
or just in
about
general?
Nocturne specifically. And
Okay,
I need to be
why?
very careful with my next, because I actually agree with him. I do actually agree with Brandon. I think it's really funny he's going out and getting in arguments about this because it's not that deep. But I'll be the first to say, not a fan of Castlevania Nocturne. I might start the recording. I promised Brandon and Ethan I'd record myself watching season 2, episode 1, and send it to them. But I was so fucking bored the whole time, it wasn't even worth uploading it to Drive or anything. Like, it's a bad show. It's a bad show. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Do they agree with that assessment, or
Yeah, they don't
still
like it either.
confused.
They
What's going on?
So the guys he's arguing with, let me just actually pull up the chat he sent me. Actually, I'll get to that after. I want to talk about the main crux of the problem. And
Okay.
this is where it might get a little controversial. I need to be careful. So they race swapped the character and completely changed her backstory to like fit, because they killed Dracula in the original show, so they can't have Dracula. So they had to make a new villain, and so they also just made they took Annette, who is very little character in the original game, to be honest with you, and just completely made her different. Her backstory, she's African now, and her backstory is about like African gods and stuff. And there's a whole episode dedicated to it. And I'm just like, where the fuck is what's the point?
I've only played a handful of Castlevania games, and I've never once at least noticed any African imagery relating to African theism. That's an interesting one.
And this is why I need to be careful, because the show, like, even Catholic games, have always been kind of Christian. I am not a religious guy at all, but even the first show is very, very Christian heavy. This one is too.
The whole point is Christian mythos.
It is. But then now there's like actually something in the original show did really well too is like showing vampires from different parts of the world. Like there's a segment about like Japanese vampires and how they function. It's a little different. It's cool to see. They don't really do that anymore. But like the lore of vampires, if I'm remembering correctly, is that like an Egyptian god made them. I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck are we talking about?
What the hell?
Like, it's just, and the whole time you're sitting there thinking, what about this is Castlevania? because it's so different from the games. It's so even the original series actually had the fucking Castlevania, but Nocturne does not. It is very much its own thing. And to me, it seems like the writers were either limited or they didn't even want to make a Castlevania show, but they had to, so they just slapped the characters' names on it and called it a day. Because for the most part, all the characters are very different. And I'm not saying Castlevania, especially like the older games, actually had story to begin with, but that's where the original series, the first 3 seasons or whatever, did it super fucking well. They took Castlevania's 3 story and they made it like a series. I still think it's 1 season too long. I think you can cut a little bit out of it, but they did it. And they made changes that worked. And Isaac's story is one of my favorites in the thing. He wasn't even in Castlevania 3, him and Hector, but they added them and they made them peak. They're fucking great. But here the entire episode is like 30 minutes of them just standing around. It's like Ruby. They just stand around fucking talking. And
Yep.
It's like us right now on White Guy's podcast.
It's literally us. It's bro, it's reminding me because I was watching. This is a pretty popular show. I don't know how well versed you are in isekai anime, but
not. Is it Konosuba?
It's not Konosuba.
Okay.
It's time I was reincarnated as a slime.
I do know it. I've never watched
it. You do know it?
I don't watch anime that much anymore.
The first two seasons are pretty entertaining because like there's this really cool. It's pretty political, surprisingly, in terms of like it's all about this slime somehow managing to build up a society, from the ground up and like using diplomatic relations with other nations and shit. It's really entertaining. Season 3 is literally like 24 episodes. I shit you not, are just him sitting in fucking meeting rooms talking discussing economics non-stop.
Okay. I respect the vision. However, stop.
It's so entertaining because like in the other seasons you'd still have like there's still wars. It's still a dark fantasy world. And you saw people beating the shit out of each other. And you just made me think of that because then season 3 just drops and you literally have like this table of like borderline gods in terms of power level, all just sitting there like so in order to make sure that our new attraction in our tourist town becomes financially viable, we're going to put the strongest dragon in the universe. He's sitting right here. He's chill with this. As the final boss of our dungeon that we're gonna pay people to participate in, and this is gonna become a new business venture. Boss? Yeah, what's up? The merchants don't want to trade with us because our currency isn't legible in their nation. Oh. That's like the show. That's the show. I'm describing the show.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now.
at least that's something. Like, I get the bit there. With fucking Castlevania, it's stupid. I don't get it. And Brandon's going and getting in fights with people about it online. It's really funny.
But it's not worth getting into fights though. It's just,
Yeah,
like,
I
it's
think it just
boring
came
go
up in a
on.
conversation. Like, the one guy said, "Oh, I feel like Nocturne doesn't apply as much as its story is very grounded in the established world they animated." Okay, sure, but like, then don't make it. And the discussion, if it's not going to work, don't do it. You skipped Simon Belmont. You already skipped one. All right, so let's not even do this.
If it doesn't fit the source material, just base it off a different source material
Yeah.
and do something fucking else.
You didn't need to make it Castlevania.
You're gonna piss off fans, and even though it'll make a quick buck now,
Yeah.
it's not gonna.
And that's what happened. And people like there's one group that's like, oh, you don't like the character because she's black, and then there's other people like, no, I don't like the show because it's dog shit. And then no matter what, you look like a bad person. But like, to be fair, this character actually is the worst part of the show, and I do not like her.
Like, I hate it when people use that crutch. It's like, oh, this character's black, so you yada yada yada. You're racist. You can still dislike a character.
Yeah.
The problem lies in the fact that a lot of characters are included for reasons they don't need to be included because someone on the team's like, we need representation, and that's why a lot of black characters are sloppy. And we should address that instead of not letting people complain that character's bad.
I know this sounds really bad coming from a show called White Guy's Podcast. I know this looks really bad. But like, Spider-Man 2 kind of had this problem in the game with Miles Morales. And Miles Morales himself actually has a problem in the I didn't fucking play it either because apparently it's dog shit. I was going to buy it on PC, but they cut out a lot of stuff that made the first game fun.
My only reference for Miles Morales is the Spider-Verse movie, and he's an
No,
amazing
those
fucking
movies are
character
great.
in
It's
those.
actually peak Miles. It's peak Miles. Those movies.
Yeah,
Uh,
those movies are really great at writing black
yes,
characters.
and Miles actually was a really
Incredible.
good character when he first came out, but Marvel got like because of Spider Verse, he got really popular, and Marvel's
Mhm.
just giving him everything under the sun. He can make like lightning swords now and shit. Which, by the way,
What?
there's a stereotype black guy with lightning powers. Miles, welcome. Just saying. Because again, comic writers only know this is real. By the way, that's a stereotype.
No, I know it's a
I'm
stereotype.
just Miles. Welcome to the team. Because Marvel and all comic writers only know how to make one type of black character, and they need to get better at it. It's crazy. Uh,
Yeah, that's like
it's
ultimately I think the crux of the point is like especially I guess going even though I don't know what this character represents in Castlevania is like just make good black
mhm.
characters. That's like the point, not remove
Yeah,
them.
and with Annette in particular, her character in the games actually sucks, and they did need because she's boring. She doesn't have much. She's just there to be a love interest. So yeah, they did need to
Mhm.
do something. I don't know if you need to make her like a. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what it is, but like a chosen one or descendant of a fucking African god. That's a little weird. That's going a little far. I think. Trevor Belmont's just some guy. All right, let's remember that where we came from here.
He's just a chill guy.
So I don't know. I think she is actually the worst part of the show, and I did not care for her. And the show itself was just very boring, so I stopped watching it. Which is weird for me to just stop watching a show, even if it's bad. I watched all of fucking Cobra Kai for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Which
I'm still impressed by
new
that.
new fucking movie coming out, by the way, new Karate Kid movie. Uh,
They're still doing it.
well,
Holy
there's
shit.
only like 5 movies. It's not that much. There's like
That's still a lot of movies for
yeah,
well,
5 movies. That was thinking in my head.
5 is a lot.
It's not
Still,
that.
I'd say.
Yeah, Marvel is 5 a lot of movies.
I fucking hate Marvel.
Yeah, actually, they did ruin cinema. Let's be real here.
They
Uh,
literally did, in my opinion.
they did.
I hate the whole Marvel one-liner thing. I'm fine with one-liners, Marvel style, but they did it so much. It's like,
There's a handful
oh
of
my,
good ones, and then they just started trying to make everything a one liner. Like if we someday I'll make you watch Ant-Man 3 because that movie's dog shit. And it's like they really try and push this like they bit at the end where the character like the one of the main villains MODOK is like dying on the ground and Ant-Man's daughter is talking to him and she's like just don't be a dick, man. And he's like, oh, I don't want to be a dick. And then at the end, he like sacrifices himself and he goes, I'm not a dick. And it's like, that's not like, you can't just do that. It wasn't worth it.
the-
It wasn't worth it. It wasn't that funny.
they really thought they cooked on this one,
That's
didn't
exactly it. They
they?
really think they cook sometimes and they just don't. There's some really good one-liners like fucking Captain America's I can do this all day bit. That's classic. And I to be fair, that one they even make fun of it in Endgame where he's fighting his past self and the past version's like I can do this all day and he's like I know. I get it. Like they know that they're doing it. They're fully aware of it and it stopped being funny a long time ago.
If you overdo a joke, it becomes
Yeah.
unfunny. Who'd have thunk?
It's like every character needs I think Iron Man's the only character who doesn't really have one. Well, there's probably more, but he's the first one that comes to mind. And he doesn't have like a designated like he never really did that bit where he says something, he keeps referencing it later. I think the closest one he has is when he says shit in Avengers 2 and Cap gets mad at him and they reference it for the whole movie.
It's also funny because you think Iron Man is one of the first characters who do something like that because he's
Yeah.
meant to be snarky.
I really did love him in especially in Infinity War. He gets the fucking moon thrown at him and he gets really pissy about it. But like he seems like it's a minor inconvenience. He's like, you do that again. Throw another moon at me, I swear to God. Like that's a
Bro.
regular thing that happens.
Oh, just some regular, some disrespectful moon throw. It's frowned upon in these parts.
Yeah, we don't like that here. But I still need to see the new Captain America movie because it has Harrison Ford in it. Fucking love me
What?
some. Yeah, he's Red Hulk. Harrison Ford. Han Solo is Red Hulk.
Bro, I didn't even know there was a red. There's a red one.
There's always been a red one. His thing
There's
is he
always been a
heats
red-
up. Yeah, it's not like new to the movies. There's always been a red one. He's like Hulk's main rival.
Bro,
Yeah.
what the?
I know. They're red now. They're red now.
Next
Star
thing you know, they're
Wars is
gonna give us
good.
a blue Hulk where he's sad instead of angry.
Oh man, do I have news for you?
Fuck!
He's not sad though. It's not really Hulk. It's a guy named A Bomb.
But he's
But there
just
there
blue
is
Hulk.
there is like a gray Hulk who works for the mafia. His
What?
name is Fix It. Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah, I'm not It's like Mr. Fix It. Yeah.
He does not fix it, does
No,
he?
no, I don't really know what he does, but he's like a somewhat intelligent Hulk who's weaker, but he works for the mafia. This is real. I'm not even gaslighting you.
I wish we had face cams right now. I wish you could see my pained expression. I
Yeah.
am sorrowful right now.
There's a good chunk of Hulks.
a,
Good handful of
ch- a chunk,
Hulks.
a chunk, a chunk of Hulk for
A
everyone.
chunk. You get a Hulk, and you get a Hulk. But that's the Marvel talk. What else can we talk about today? What else is going on in your world?
There's a world.
Okay, well that's good.
Yes,
That's
bro.
good to hear.
I've been watching a bunch of anime, honestly. Another one I watched because it just finished airing like 2 weeks ago is ReZero season 3. That's a pretty big one.
Okay, what even have I've
You've heard
heard
of
the
ReZero?
name.
You've heard of ReZero
I've just
probably
never
before.
watched it. I don't, so
So I have an opinion. Here's the thing: a lot of people glaze ReZero very fucking heavily and call it like one of the best like anime. It's like that good or whatever. Now the whole premise is that this guy died. It's like one of the first ones that did the generic "you die, you go into a different world" thing. But the guy's main ability is that he can, when he dies, time rewinds a set amount to a checkpoint, and the main character doesn't know where those checkpoints are set. And whenever he passes past a certain time, he's not aware of when this time is, and he dies at that point. Then that will be his new checkpoint.
it's Dark
And
Souls.
it's Dark Souls.
I mean, Dark Souls, you know where they are, but still, the whole gimmick
Yeah,
is dying. It's Dark Souls.
yeah. But when he dies, all the time rewinds back to that
Hmm.
checkpoint.
Okay.
So he's the only one that knows what happens and yada yada yada. And he can't tell anyone because otherwise the like ability literally fucking prevents him from doing it. It like starts stopping his heart whenever he tries to say it.
Okay.
Um so he has this ability and that's the premise of the show, and just this big fantasy world. People love the world building. I'll agree it's good, but fuck man. This pissed me off. This pisses Kyle off, and this pisses some of our other friends off that watch anime about the show. The main character's a bitch. He's so fucking annoying.
Okay.
He literally spends the entirety of season one just like whining or being incredibly insufferably loud and obnoxious and getting into conflicts with people where he doesn't need to.
Hmm.
And this pissed me off in the first half of the first season. Then the second half of the first season kind of picks up because it has this one episode that's really fucking good where the main villain literally calls him out on his bullshit so hard it makes him like lock the fuck in, and it feels really satisfying. But he keeps doing it again after, and it pisses you off again. Some more
Yeah.
good episodes. Then season two comes around. They spend the entirety of the 24, I think, 24 episodes in one fucking town. And by town, I mean like a block. It's like a block. They don't move from that location. And there's, at least in my opinion, some people disagree with this. A lot of our friends agree with it. There's like so little in terms of stuff moving forward. Like character relationships are being built up, but then the guy dies after 6 episodes and it's all reset and it's all just the main character remembering it. And that's the only thing, which can work. But I didn't like the main character. He pisses me off. Subaru is a fucking bitch. He's a
Yeah.
punk ass little fucking hoe. He's annoying and his tracksuit is orange and ugly.
Dude, it's just coming to me that like I've heard ReZero a lot, and I've heard people glaze it. I didn't know shit about it until now. This is the first I've ever heard what the plot is. Yeah.
There's a lot of really cool I think the world building is ridiculously fucking good. I'ma say that. Like
Okay.
the different cities, like way the power systems work, and then the villains are the highlight. Fuck, I love the villains. And season 3 is the first time I like fully enjoyed every part of the show because Subaru's finally stopped being a punk ass hoe.
Okay.
And it shows basically the main cult in the series is the witches cult, and it uses the generic like represent each one of the seven deadly sins thing,
Hmm.
but it really like expands it to its extreme. Like the guy for sloth is like super hyper yapper ultimate. He's never stops yapping, so he's not like exactly what you imagine sloth to be, but then the some other subtle things he does really represent it in terms of like his inactivity, inability to do certain things and whatnot, and they really loosely stretch it, so it's interesting.
Right. Okay.
And my favorite guy is there's this guy named Regulus Corneus, who's the main villain. Well, there's a lot of he's definitely the main villain for season 3. They use a lot of guys, but he's the one who gets the most focus, and he's the guy for greed. And
Okay.
if I tell you this guy has all the drip in the world but no aura,
I see a picture.
it's
What's the name? Fucking Cornelius.
Re- it's Regulus Corneus.
Oh,
Hold on, let me.
regular. Oh fuck. Oh, I
He's
got
he's
it. I
like
got it. I got it.
yeah.
I found him.
He looks so drippy, and then he just constantly
Dude, he looks
whines.
like
But he
fucking Joker from Persona 5. He just like dyed his shit white. That's like the
kind of. But
trench
Joker
coat.
has drip
Yeah,
as well.
Joker's aura. Joker's
This guy does not have
no.
aura.
This guy looks kind of stupid. I was gonna say a bad word. I'm glad I didn't say it. I was gonna say a bad. I can't say that word.
You can't say that, Doyle.
Um.
No, but this guy just I love him because he's a villain that's like actually fun to hate.
Okay.
And his whole shtick is he has a fucktillion amount of wives.
I was about to read off this. I went to his fandom page, and here's his relatives: unnamed mother, deceased; unnamed father, deceased; 2 unnamed older brothers, deceased; unnamed first wife, deceased; 238 unnamed wives, deceased; 52 unnamed former wives that are actually alive. It's Sylphie, the 184th former wife.
Yes. It's really funny. And that actually I'm probably gonna spoil a bit of ReZero here, but it's really
this is the
funny.
spoiler episode.
This is a spoiler episode. This fucking guy's wives are his like power source. Because what he does is he has this ability that literally makes him fucking invincible if he stops his heart. But he can move his heart into other people, so he just has it constantly flowing in between all of his wives. So you know how they fucking kill him?
They kill all his wives?
Yeah, they kill all of his fucking wives. Subaru and his main hoe, Amelia, pull up on him and they're like, yeah, we killed all your fucking wives. But the whole like plot thing is that like Amelia was about to be married off to Regulus because he just forces people to marry him.
Okay.
And so he has a whole ceremony for it too. So he gets wedding crashed, and that's how all this starts. But then they confront him about it. And he's like, "Boo! Look who I put the heart into, bitch!" And it's her. You have to kill. You have to kill your main hoe if you want to fucking do shit. But he's like whiny about it the entire time. He always complains about how he's entitled to everything and how how Amelia's a cheating whore because she abandoned him at the altar, even though he forced her to marry him.
Okay.
So no aura.
Yeah, lame.
So then Subaru has this ability where he has this hand thing that can literally go inside of people. And he's had this ability for a while. It's not like he just unlocked this or anything.
He pulls her
And
heart
he
out?
yeah, he pulls his heart out of her heart because it's like it attaches to the other person's heart,
Okay.
crushes it. And then the guy like realizes that he's able to feel things because the whole point is the ability makes him invincible. He can't feel
Yeah,
like any
Balder
external stimuli.
from fucking Norse mythology.
Exactly. He figures out he can feel like the water underneath him. And then Amelia punches him live in real time 53 times for each of his alive wives that were alive at the time.
Yes.
And then the guy's like, this is unfair. This is a 2v1. I can't believe this. You motherfuckers. He doesn't use those words, but he just called them bitches.
I got the idea, yeah. I got the picture in my head.
And then he asked for a 1v1, and then Subaru's like, yeah, sure, you can have a 1v1. And then the most OP character in the series, Reinhardt, who is literally
It's Lee Reinhardt from Overwatch. It's just him. Big hammer,
just
big
him,
shield. Yeah, it's
yeah,
Reinhardt.
big hammer,
Imagine
big
just
shield,
everyone
yeah.
imagine Reinhardt.
Imagine
Yeah.
Reinhardt. He drops in because Regulus earlier in the fight threw the guy out of the stratosphere because Regulus is very strong. He's able to do that.
Yeah.
And then he just lands and he's like, well, didn't expect me to be back so soon after throwing me into space. And Regulus is like, how did you get back?
Reinhardt's built his shield, dude.
Regulus this is where it's funny that you mentioned the moon thing earlier. Because this motherfucker just says, well, you shouldn't have thrown me at the moon.
He just jumped back.
Yeah, he just jumped back.
That's sick. That's sick. I'm glad. Okay, so let's just we spoiled the Minecraft movie. We spoiled Megalopolis. What else did we spoil? We spoiled ReZero.
ReZero.
And I guess I spoiled a little bit of Castlevania. I guess this is a spoiler episode.
This is a spoiler episode.
So that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Sorry if you want to watch any of these shows and or movies.
Boo, boo.
Oh, and Marvel. There's some Marvel spoilers
And
in there. I
there's
spoiled
Marvel spoilers.
If you really want to watch Ant-Man 3, don't. Well, you could.
It's bad.
It is really bad. It was not a good movie. But we're about our time limit, so I think I'm gonna get my drink.
Yes,
I
hit us with the secret sauce,
I
bro.
actually I didn't put this on the tier list yet. I forgot to put the image on the tier, so I'll just say the number, like where I put it at the end. But this is 19 crimes. It's a wine. I haven't done a wine in a long time. But specifically, this is the Snoop Dogg Cali Red 19 crimes.
No way.
This I almost didn't do this because I didn't have a corkscrew, so I shit you not, I got like a lighter and I heated up the cork at the bottom. I got a knife and like whittle it out. It was not
That's some
easy.
bougie. That's some bougie shit, bro.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm pretty sure that there might be some crumbs in there, the fucking cork, but we'll find out. The corks are supposed to have like one of the. I actually did research on this brand because I don't know shit about it, but it's named after the 19 crimes that would have gotten you sent to Australia back in old British history. And the corks are all supposed to have one of 19 crimes on them, like which crime you got, like a fucking like a Jones bottle almost, like a little bottle cap thing.
Oh, okay,
But I was looking at, to be fair, my cork got kind of fucking annihilated in the process of me stabbing with a knife. But this one just seems to have a picture of Snoop Dogg on it. Maybe it is, but I destroyed the entire thing. But this one just says 19 crimes and has a picture of Snoop Dogg on it. Maybe it does. I missed it and I don't see it, but it's gone now, so whatever. But there's one of 19 crimes that you can find on it. It has like bigamy on it, there's larceny, petty theft, all that shit. So it's a little surprise, like which one am I gonna get? But
whoa!
I don't typically drink wine.
I got getting booty tickled. Let's go.
Notice how we didn't say the real word for that. But I'm not too fond of wines. I got a glass here. I won't pour a lot. But it has a picture. I bought it at a gas station, by the way.
Gas station Snoop Dogg wine.
Yeah. I saw this. I'm like, oh, I need to get this to the podcast. And I did. And I spent like 20 minutes stabbing a cork out of it. So now I have to drink it. So. Okay. Well, that smells like wine. People.
Does it differentiate from the other wines at all?
I've only drank one on the show so far. But it smells exactly like what you think of red wine. It's like pretty strong, actually. Like it smells like very heavy red wine. That's what it is. I don't like. That's not surprising. That shouldn't surprise anybody. But now it comes to taste. I've only drank like 3 red wines in my life. And the last one I drank in the show was a rosé that was $15. This is 20, so I'm expecting the big shit from Snoop Dogg here. Here we go.
We'll see what the big man's got for you, Toots.
That's not that bad. I should kind of fuck with. I'm not even fucking that kind of fucks.
Can you taste the Snoop in it?
I can taste the dog.
You can taste the dog.
Yeah, like I'm a Chinese factory worker.
Yes, bro.
That joke gets in the episode now.
I appreciate that.
I don't think that's that offensive. That's in their culture. I can say that. But yeah, no, I mean, really fucking smooth as expected from a wine. Normally, I don't really, again, I don't like red wine. And when it comes to, I'm kind of rating this a little differently. If I was to drink this with my partner, like a romantic, like wine over the table, like with over a fire, like with a fireplace, maybe the Snoop Dogg wine isn't the pick. Not very romantic, that. But in terms of taste, actually, it's pretty good. I'll have to put this on the tier list, but probably going to be like in B somewhere. Probably like again, not the biggest wine guy because I don't really think whatever. I didn't even talk about the bottle because it's very standard fucking wine. Like it's not special. There's nothing special about this bottle. It's pretty basic, pretty boring. It does have a picture of Snoop Dogg's face on it, so if you judge your wine by the amount of Snoop Dogg on it, might be an A tier for you.
I think this is an S tier, bro.
I don't think it is. I really want to put this higher, but it's just the most generic like red wine. There's people in there.
Dogg wine,
it is Snoop Dogg.
bro.
You know what? I'll pop it up to an A tier. This gets bonuses just purely because of meme value and not because I actually like it. But I'll finish the glass I pour. It's not that like I dig it. Like it's super easy to drink down.
Yeah, like think about it this way: what would be better to bring to a party? Regular wine, Snoop Dogg wine.
Well, I don't think you're bringing fucking unless it's like a part. Like I don't know. That's exactly the thing with this. I don't know where I'd bring this. I don't know where I'd use this.
Your rich bougie meme lord friends.
Yeah, like the guys with the fucking 19. That's what the issue with cheap wine is. Like what the fuck. Wine's kind of more of a status symbol than is this people out there who claim they can smell the difference. No, you fucking cannot.
Bro, it's the cheap wines for all the white moms who like white soccer moms who just watch slop reality TV all day.
Yeah, even then, I don't think they're buying fucking 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg edition. I don't think they're buying 19 Crimes, period. Um, but I did do research into the brand, and I found out Snoop Dogg is a huge fan of 19 Crimes. That's why he wanted to partner with them. And he
Hmm.
was actually heavily involved. He tasted 12 different flavors they made, and he chose 2 of them. There's another Snoop Dogg wine. This was the Cali Red edition. There's another one, I forget what it's called. But he was a huge fan. He chose this. He said, I want to put my face on this. And you know what? It's not bad. As far as wines go, I kind of fuck with it pretty hard. Probably wouldn't be buying it again because I'd rather buy whiskey. But I kind of fuck with Snoop Dogg. Good job, Snoop.
You fuck with the
I
motion.
wonder what
He
his
nailed it.
19 crimes are, because it didn't say. I swear to God, it didn't say on that cork.
Gang banging,
Murder.
murder, gang banging, and just to clarify, I mean the car type of gang
I'm glad you
banging.
specified that because I was like he did what?
I don't think Snoop Dogg does the other type of gang bang, but that's also
Oh,
not a
he might. Did he ever
crime
go to a Diddy
depending on the
party?
context. Huh?
Did Snoop ever go to a Diddy party?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, oh,
I
wow.
might be wrong on that. I
Maybe.
don't think I saw him on a Diddy list.
Yeah. I remember seeing this one on topic of Snoop Dogg because when are we ever going to? I want to put him in the tags of the video. I remember seeing a post years ago where Snoop Dogg was like cooking with Betty White or whatever, and people were like, "Oh my God, this guy's not a gangster." And someone replied, "Holy shit, we finally reached a generation that's too young to know that Snoop Dogg was on trial for murder." I don't know if he actually killed the guy or not, but he was on trial
He
for
was on
murder.
trial. That's true.
That's true. And OJ
He
went on
was
trial.
part.
He got acquitted, and he actually did do it. So
Dude, Snoop Dogg was part of a fucking like organized crime syndicate.
yeah,
What was it? Was it the Crips or I forget? Is it the Crips or the Bloods?
I
It's one of the
feel
two
like
he
he
was
was in the
in.
Bloods, but I don't really know.
I think it was Bloods, but
I think it was, we could be wrong. Any Snoop Dogg Snoop Dogg yourself, if you want to be on White Guy's podcast, we'll do an interview. Just email me, Snoop. And
okay. I cannot happen to find the exact Diddy list right now, but I know there was some place that aggregated it. I'm
hey,
trying
Kuba,
my
why are you on
hardest.
the duty list?
Duty list?
That's the the duty list.
Duty list, bro.
Oh, he was a Crip.
Oh, it was Crips.
He was a Crip.
Hopefully, we don't get killed by that. Oh, Prince Harry was at Diddy parties.
Yeah, obviously.
What do you mean by that?
Anyways, that was White Guys. Kuba, any final words before I close the show?
Lil Nas X was at the Diddy parties.
What?